Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at a couple different things. We're going to start with this here, which is my final brick model railroader kit. This is the Pullman Standard PS 140 foot boxcar. Now I've constructed 6 of these brick model railroader kits now, which are pretty heavy, pretty big. They're actually 8 wide, so they're different scale than your standard Lego RC stuff. So in order to tow these around a train yard or in a Lego city, you're going to have to upgrade your locomotive. So I've started that project here. I've sort of made a supersized cargo train in which can tow all the brick model railroader kits around the train yard. So also going to be having a look at that project in this video as well today. Starting with the boxcar. This is just sort of a classic boxcar that can be found in the United States of America. Really highly detailed here. We can see the ends have lots of nice vent pieces. Also, you'll note that there's ladders on all 4 sides of this boxcar, or all 4 corners, I should say. I really like the slight gradient of the roof here, just to sort of seamlessly blend in the sides with the roof. Also right here we have something that resembles a slide door. There is no interior on this boxcar, but it's nice that that detail is there. You'll see some big open panels on either side of that slide door. You can buy some customized stickers to customize this thing and sort of give it some identity or branding. And I do plan on doing that in the near future. Also, you'll see that I decided to build it in reddish brown. And I could have built this in essentially any color. Red, green, blue, you name it, because boxcars sort of come in any color really, and it's a Lego city, so I should be able to build it whatever color I like. But I decided to go with reddish brown. Not sure how I feel about that, but it is what it is. On the bottom of the boxcar there is a lot of details, just like all the brick model railroader kits. You'll see those highly detailed brick built trucks which have the axles and wheels that the kit come with. Also, you can see some air brake reservoir here, and also air brake connectors. So very highly detailed, and I'm extremely happy that I decided to obtain these kits from the brick model railroader, as it's sort of my new introduction into sort of a reintroduction into the Lego train world. We're also going to be taking a look at my new cargo train, which is in an early stage of production, but it actually has a lot more power, so let's have a look at that as well. And by cargo train, I do mean the official Lego set that came out a number of years ago. 60052 is the number of the set. Now, I had 2 of these blue cargo trains hanging out in the train yard. One was operational, and the other was just sort of sitting there in the train garage. So I decided to part them out and use all the parts from either set to sort of create a supersized version of this train. Obviously, it's nowhere near completion yet, but I wanted to show you guys this here because this is just sort of the standard power function setup. And I've also completed this construction of the train cab. So I've made a number of changes to the original set. Well, the original set was only 6 wide, and I've actually made this 8 wide. And the original set also sat on the sort of the blue chassis of a regular train with the Technic pin holes in it, whereas this one here I built using just some standard plate pieces and was able to connect those drive wheels to the bottom using some of the Technic or the plate pieces with the circular holes punched in it. So in the front here you can see the cab. And it is wider. It's 8 wide rather than 6 wide, so it does have a different shape than that classic cargo train. I've kept the sticker elements on the front there. I've kept a lot of the same things, but I've just sort of widened it out using various pieces from 2 of these complete sets. So I actually didn't really mind the look of the set, so I figured why not just make sort of a supersized version of it. And right here you can see I've added like a little hand railing, and I do have to figure out how to create a little staircase here because this is a huge gap for Lego minifigures to try to climb into the cab. But the main purpose of this is to increase the horsepower of the train. So this is actually drive wheels down here, and these are drive wheels down here. You can see that those two sets of drive wheels are actually connected to the receiver right here on both the blue port and the red port, and then that receiver, or RI receiver, connects to the battery box. So now I have two sets of drive wheels that are both moving in a forward motion, and they're activated or turned on by two different positions on my remote that sort of connects to the IR receiver. But lots more details. I have to figure out how I'm going to go about completing the core or the body of this locomotive here, and then I also have to put the roof on it. I'm thinking of changing the classic color combination of this train was yellow and blue, but I'm thinking of changing it to black and blue. I just think that would look pretty neat. To figure out how I'm going to build the core walls here, something neat, maybe with like a stripe of color or something like that. But either way, this thing is operational with all the power functions connected. So what we're going to do today is we're going to hook up all the BMR kits, including that new 40-foot boxcar that I just completed building, and we're going to see if this thing can manage to tow those kits around the Lego train yard. So in this shot here, we can actually compare the sort of early start of the new cargo train with the size of the heavy haul train. And you can see that it's going to be much larger once it's complete, longer and wider. And I think it's just going to look pretty awesome, like just a beast of a train. I did test run the train just on its own. And this thing is actually quite stable on the track and can go pretty fast, and obviously can tow a pretty big load because of the two sets of drive wheels. One other detail that I have to work on too is I have to fill the underside of the chassis here. I have to put the big fuel canisters and tanks and stuff in there. But like I said, I got a long ways to go on this new cargo train. So it does hook up to the battery box here. It's got a single battery box and a single IR receiver, which is going to be powered up by this little controller here. I have to use both sides of the controller. Let's get this thing fired up and see if it can tow this massive brick model railroader train around the Lego city, because it's getting pretty long and it's getting pretty big. So let's see if it can do it. Now I know the curves work against me in this instance here. There's the gondola, the bulkhead flat car, the hopper, the tanker, and then finally the caboose. But it's like my battery or my remote is barely on. It's on about halfway right now, so it's going half the speed it could, and you can see it has no problem towing the very large and very detailed brick model railroader kits around the track in the train yard here. So it's sort of a sigh of relief for me, because in my last video, when I attached the gondola to the train, it struggled big time. Like it couldn't do it. And I know these curves work against me here. I need to get some larger R56 curves so that they can go around more smoothly. But at least I've found the solution now, so the train can go around the track pretty easily. And that's using this new cargo train, which with two sets of drive wheels. One problem I do foresee is I've never really hooked up two sets of drive wheels off a single battery box, but I could see these batteries running low and running out of juice pretty quickly. So that might be a problem. I might have to get some more, or get a rechargeable battery box. Maybe those have a better battery life. And there's the Boxcar. Really happy with that one. So now that I have all my brick model railroader kits complete, there's a few different things I have to do. There's the gondola. I have to order the sticker elements that really make these things, give them some identity and sort of make them realistic. The hopper, the tank and the caboose. So I have to order those. I also have to order some more axles and wheels so that I can double up the size of this thing, because I have 2 of each kit. I do have another box car in my build room there, just have to build it yet. But there's the gondola and the tank car and the gondola there, or the hopper as well. But yeah, that's really about it for today. Just wanted to show you guys my experience here, just sort of vlog my experience here of what I plan to do, how I plan to tow these massive kits around the Lego room. And it's using a sort of supersized heavy-duty cargo train that's used or built using 2 of those train kits, or Lego train sets 60052. So have yourselves a great day. I do appreciate the view. Let me know what you think of this by commenting below. And remember to subscribe for some more great stuff coming up here on my YouTube channel. Bye for now.